What's up, guys? It's your boy Ted, the review guy, and today I'll be reviewing The Tomorrow War. It's a movie out on Prime Video. I just saw an article that said Chris Pratt is starring in a mediocre sci-fi movie, and it wasn't great and all of that stuff. So because I like Chris Pratt, I wanted to see what the movie was about, so I didn't even watch the trailer. I just went straight and watched the movie, and yeah, so these are my thoughts on the movie as a whole. So yeah, the movie begins with us meeting Dan Forrester, who's trying to basically be better in life and get a proper job. He has military experience, as a former Marine and all of that stuff. So he doesn't get the job, so he's not really happy with his life. And then we found out that he has some grudge against his father because of the way he left him, and all of that stuff. And Dan doesn't want his father to basically have a relationship with his daughter, Miri. So the father is played by J.K. Simmons, and then so the world that Dan and them are living in is disturbed by people from the future coming back, and they basically tell them that they are dying in the future. They need people to fight that war in order to survive. So they are the current people's children. So this is 30 years later, not too long from So even their parents are probably not even born by that time, or they are the young people of that time. So continue with preparations to go to the future, sending 1,000 people a time a week or so. Every week they send 1,000 people, and Dan gets drafted, and it's a sad moment for the family. They want to run away. He goes and tries to ask for his family, from his father, who's also a former Marine or something like that, for help, but they don't see eye to eye. So he goes back and decides to go to the draft and says that because he has military experience, he will survive. So something goes wrong when they're being sent to the future, and half of the people die when landing in the future. And Dan luckily survives, and I love the other characters that come with Dan. They are great. They bring, I don't know, I just enjoyed seeing the black guys. His name is Dorian in the movie, and Gator. He was the comic relief. I just enjoyed seeing them. And then especially Dorian, he's like a cool badass character who found out that he's gonna die of cancer, and also Dan found out that he dies 7 years later. So that's how they draft people. So a lot of older people who are about to die and all of that stuff are the ones that are being drafted, because basically they might die anyway. So and they want to send people that don't exist in that time period, and so that's who they mostly are looking for. Because of how time things always work, they don't want to ruin things in the future and all of that stuff. And when they get to the future, they found out that their mission is not going well, because all the white spikes, the things that are killing the future, have killed the people that they were supposed to be rescuing, and they set a trap for them and all of that stuff. So we found out that the white spikes have been they managed to get to Earth without being detected from radars and all of that stuff, satellites. And then we later found out that they were actually here before all those things were invented. So that's why they were not seen. Basically, they've been here. They were trapped under a glacier in Russia. And so during the mission, Dan basically is the one that keeps the group together because he has the experience to leading people and all of that. And well, the first time when I was busy watching this, I thought to myself, why aren't they just the people from the future? Why aren't they just not bringing back information from the future that they know, and so that the current people can just prepare for what's coming? But then later on, that question got answered that they need a toxin from the queen or the female that will kill everything, so that's why the people from the present are sent to the future, so that to help get to the female that is heavily protected by the male protectors of the white spikes. So when they bring that back, they can be able to prepare the toxin and make more, and then to be able to fight. So and then after they do manage to do that, and then we find out that Muri, Dan's daughter, is still alive then, and she's the one leading the missions. And he tells Dan that the reason he's not fond of him right now is because he left the family, and he basically became his father. Even though he hated his father, he thought he wasn't gonna be the same as his father. He basically became him, and then that's when he died. And then he has that knowledge now, coming back home, and realize after getting the toxin and realizing what he needs to do to change his future, he gets soldiers to go to Russia. And that's when we found out that they've been here before satellites, not when they didn't arrive later on. They just waited for climate change to melt all the ice, and then that's how they were able to come out. So there's a lot of messages on climate change, on what we need to do better. I like that. Because climate change is a big problem, and we all know that. And then they managed to get into the ship, and there were very cool action scenes there. I like how they fought the white spikes and destroyed them. We saw how the toxin destroys them. And it was a nice moment with his father, him getting more closer to his dad, and then eventually letting him meet his grandchild. And it was a nice moment for everyone. And then he realized what he needs to do to not become his father. So his future daughter helped him basically change his life and also save his life, basically. And I really enjoyed the movie. I didn't think I was going to, but I really did enjoy it. All the things that that came with it, the messages, and it was just a fun movie for me to watch. I will give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's a good score. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Peace.